Oh shit! As soon as I jump in, Hamilfet's already here. Goddamn, what up, biatch? What's going on? Goodness gracious. Itchy nose. Camera's looking bueno. Bueno. Hope everyone's had a good fucking day. You know what I mean? Hope everyone got to catch the morning coffee. If you didn't get to catch it live, that is. And yeah, wait for a couple hooligans to roll in and we'll get this life lessons underway. How's that sound, huh? Good. Good. Threw my coffee a little bit closer. I wish I was like I could get an angle without like both of these, one of these lights. You know what I mean? I don't know. Hamilfet caught the coffee. Hell yeah! Oh, you meant the morning coffee. My bad. I was about to be like, hell yeah, I need my coffee. But yeah, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate that. Also, before we start the life lessons, $5 patrons. If you go on patreon.com/Church of Juvy, you can catch tomorrow's winter video that's going to be coming out, as well as the Pennywise fail. Because, like I said, I edited it up, polished up a turd, you know what I mean? Made it a little entertaining. But yeah, that'll be dropping on, Thursday. But if you are a $5 patron, you can watch both of those right now. Well, not right now, but after this stream. You know? Either way. Excuse me. Okay, let's do this. Bam! Life Lessons with Juvy. I am your host, JuvyThaKid. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, at JuvyThaKid. Let's get to the topic, shall we? We shall. Hamilfet, the Mandalorian Marauder. Growing up, what was the most inspirational film that moved you? This is going to be a hard one. Mine was the Rocky films. Great pick. A nobody with the heart to survive and overcome every obstacle, even after failing. Never giving up. Man, Rocky 4, when I was a kid, actually to this day, that was probably my favorite one out of like all of the Rocky movies, to be honest, Rocky 4. Yeah, when I was a kid, that was my favorite one for sure. Man, it's like Rocky has to deal with the death of like his one-time like rival in a way, his best friend, his mentor. He has to come back from that. Exactly. Drago! What? Running up the mountain in the snow and everything? Those montages are fucking dope though. You see Ivan Drago with all this like fucking high-tech shit, like Russian technology, and then like Rocky just like running up the mountain and everything, fucking squatting the huge planks of wood. Kind of goes back to that whole meat locker situation. You know what I mean? This is what he had to train with. He used it. He wanted to go back to just that fucking basics. Ow, come on now. Come on now. What? Rocky lifting stones. Hell yeah. Man. What was the most inspirational film that moved me? Oh, man. Well, I guess I'd have to say Ernest Goes to Camp. You know what I mean? It's a heartwarming tale of a hero that brings people together, you know? Just Jim Varney, you know, he brought it home. No, not Ernest. Man, I might have to go with the first Crow movie, to be honest. Just because to this day, like you know what I mean? Like, one, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. Two, you know, it's one of those things like where beliefs come in as far as like the Crow and like, you know, souls of passed away loved ones. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Vern? God damn it. I love y'all, Hamilfet. You know what I mean? Yeah, I might have to go with The Crow with Brandon Lee. Just because, again, to this day, like some of the beliefs, like I still hold to this day. Actually, every day there, like crows fly by like my house and everything, or they like just chill in the trees right out front, and I always stop and just like watch them and just like admire them for a little bit. I still have a couple like scenes of crows that I haven't used. I also have really random, but I also have like shots of like squirrels and stuff. Like I've done a lot of like random shots that I've just never gotten to use. But yeah, I think for the most one of them at least, definitely The Crow. Like Camel Fett said, excellent film. And honestly, for me, like when I watch it now, like I don't feel like it's dated. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it still holds up as a really good film. You know what I mean? What is that? Oh, fucking text message I was waiting for like an hour ago. Man, what else? Way before its time. Yeah, man, James O'Barr. Like, yeah, it's actually crazy. Like, what the story of even him creating like the character, like Eric Draven, or was it originally Eric? Either way, like the whole premise of The Crow, what was going on in his life and everything is like really crazy too. Excuse me. Um, what are some other ones? Well, definitely Star Wars. You know what I mean? I have to go with those. Probably out of all of them, I'd have to go with Return of the Jedi. That was my favorite as a kid. That's my favorite out of the original trilogy. Um, yeah, that definitely influenced me. You know what I mean? Just like I don't know, effects wise, the way like things looked to like I just the fights, the story. I don't know. I connected to it. Um, and especially like fucking as a kid, like me and my dad, like have never had a great like relationship in a way. Um, so like in a weird way, I kind of connected to like Luke and Vader. You know what I mean? Just don't watch it on Blu-ray. You can see the painted scenes in The Crow. I actually like that. I don't know because I have it on DVD and it's still like you can tell, you know what I mean, like the painted background or whatever. But I actually like that look for it. It kind of keep for at least for me. It kept some sort of essence where it almost like some scenes it felt like the comic book. You know what I mean? It almost felt like Brandon Lee was like running across like the comic book like panels. So yeah, I don't know. Aesthetically, I think it's actually even just like aesthetic wise, I think it's like one of like the coolest films. You know what I mean? But I also like that Hobbit movie that was like originally done a lot. Like I think it was in the '80s, maybe. Let's look it up. Oh, actually, fuck, that was an inspirational film for me too. So The Hobbit. When they first did it, it was an animated one, but they actually had like live action, like actual actors kind of like mixed in, like doing certain like shadow work or whatever. So for me, I've kind of always like, man, 1977 is when that came out? No, that's not the same one I'm thinking of. That one looks way too kiddie. That's not the same one. I don't know. I have hobbit feet. So do I. It's not. What can you do? What can you do? The Wizard of Oz. Man, fuck. Wizard of Oz, actually, another inspirational film for me growing up. I still like that movie to this day. Man, Wizard of Oz was super cool. Seeing it like go from black and white to color and everything. The flying monkeys were actually really terrifying. Like they scared the shit out of me when I was younger. What else? The witch, did not like her. But yeah, man, like just like that kind of like got me lost in like a little world. You know what I mean? For the longest time, like when I was a kid, like I thought like hot air balloons were magic after watching that. It was the same thing after I watched Space Jam. Like you drive by a golf course and I'd see like the golf holes and I was just like, can you really get sucked into those things? Like, I was a kid. What can you do? Those damn monkeys. Fucking dicks. Cowardly Lion. Favorite character out of that movie. You know what I mean? A little blue arrow. I don't know what this means. I've never seen it before. Maybe it's telling me I had something about the chat. We're good. Yeah, no, man. Cowardly Lion was my favorite character, for sure, out of that movie. I used to know actually a lot of like that. Oh, Wizard of Oz was actually the first movie that I remember like learning and like kind of knowing a lot of like the behind the scenes stuff. Press the button. Man, I saw okay, so I saw a couple like Oculus things, and one of the games was called Don't Touch Anything, and right away I was like, oh, I'd fail. Like I am definitely that person that after a while I'm just like, well, like what's this gonna do? You know what I mean? Like I'm horrible for that. Um, but yeah, okay, so Wizard of Oz, that was definitely like an inspirational film for me. Focus on the right thing. Thank you. Just because like that was the first movie that I really got to learn a lot about like the behind the scenes stuff, the making of it, like Judy Garland and everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that was really cool. Definitely Wizard of Oz was one of them. Um, hmm. I was already super into Batman and everything, so but those movies were definitely like a big thing. You would definitely die in a Saw film. Man, for sure. Like I would either die in it or like it'd be that shit where like you see somebody like hesitating, they're like, "Oh, should I just cut the arm off?" They waste half the time. Fuck that. I've seen all of these movies aside from Jigsaw, but I've seen all of the other ones. I know what's up. Fuck it. The arm's getting taken off. Ain't no hesitation. You know what I mean? But if it's one of those things where it's like you have to sit in this room for 5 minutes without pressing any of these buttons and it's just a table full of buttons, I'm probably fucked. I can see you as the mastermind. Maybe. I feel like I'd mess up at some point though. Like I'd be like have like a cool monologue, but then like the voice effect would like fuck up for a second and totally give it away. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, we know this guy. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool though. I definitely, man, I'm definitely down to be in a Saw movie. Let me die. I don't even care. I'll be the person that dies right off the bat. I'll take it. What other movies inspired me a lot? Man, I watched when I was to this day. Actually, I didn't really get super like into watching shows until I was like later in life, I guess. Not later in life. You know what I mean, though. Later in my like life to this point, it was probably like early 20s when I really started getting into like shows. Like I had some when I was a kid that I watched. You know what I mean? We all had those Saturday morning cartoons and everything. But as far as like watching stuff goes, I watched a lot of movies. So I'm trying to like think of like fucking so many at once. You know what I mean? Excuse me. Man, what are some other ones? I'm trying to think. Oh, fucking a super slept on movie. Ghosts of Mars with Ice Cube. I don't okay. Don't judge me if it's a a kind of turd nowadays. When I was younger and saw it, thought that was badass. Man, The Hills Have Eyes, the original one, that definitely had an influence on me for certain horror things. We can go through all like the horror list. Fucking Nightmare on Elm Street, Texas Chainsaw, Halloween a little bit. But like, okay, so for me, like, Jason and Michael were cool. Like, they were horror movies and everything, so I liked them. But man, just there was something about Leatherface because he actually showed emotion, and you knew like you could piss this dude off and he's gonna fucking eat you, basically. You know what I mean? Like, you're fucked. He's gonna put you on a meat hook to hang for a little bit. And even Freddy, like, he fucks with you. You know what I mean? And he's kind of funny when he does it. So I don't know. I kind of always liked them over Jason and Michael. What else? Army of Darkness. That showed me that not all horror movies like have to be super like scary. You know what I mean? So like they can actually be like kind of humorous as well. Hamill Fett, always loved The Greatest American Hero. Lost instructions on the suit, couldn't land for shit. Man, I don't know if I remember that. It sounds so familiar, but I think I'm confusing it with something else. Freddy was the man for me, but Leatherface was brutal. Yeah, man. And like, I don't know, I like that. Greatest American Hero. I remember this guy. So good. Yeah, no, man, like Leatherface, there's something about like that family, you know what I mean? Just like a whole family sitting around and you're like what they're eating, or your friends that you were just hanging out with, you know what I mean? Um, Damn, what else? Sorry I keep looking over. I just want to make sure we're in focus. You know what I'm saying? Can we focus? Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm not like blurry or anything. Um, What other movies? Holy shit. I watched a lot of movies when I was a kid. You know what? I'm going to admit something too. To this day, I'm still not sure if Forrest Gump is supposed to be a comedy or not. Okay? There's ever since I was a kid, there are some scenes in there that make me laugh. And I don't mean when like Bubba gets blown up or anything fucking sick like that. You know, I'm just saying there's parts in that movie that I feel like, I don't know. I still don't know if it's supposed to be a comedy and like it's supposed to have like some sort of humor element to those scenes. And I kind of feel bad that like I find them humorous sometimes. Like, okay, every time like present Forrest is telling a story and he'd say like, you know, something that his mama would always say, and then his mom chimes in like in the flashback and says that exact thing. That always made me laugh as a kid. Or, oh, hold on, got shot directly in the buttocks. Something bit me. Cam's speech. Okay, give me 1 second and I will get to that topic. Man, why is my chat not just going down? Oh, but yeah, no, I have no idea. Or fucking, you know, I gotta find my sea legs, Forrest. Lieutenant Dan, you don't have legs. Like, what? I don't know. Old Self said he loves you from Cam's speech. Man, shouts to both of y'all. Old Self, Cam's speech, some award-nominated artists up in here, folks. Also, all these like photoshops from like movie posters or scenes or anything like that actually started with the Avengers pick that I did of Cam's speech and Old Self. So it kind of all started with them. So shouts to them. And Cam's speech made the original Life Lessons intro. But yeah, I still don't know if Forrest Gump's supposed to be funny or not. So my bad if it's not. Cam's speech. Overall, what is your favorite horror movie? Fuck. Yeah, because I feel like I listed a ton of inspirational ones that just influenced me as a kid. Man, overall, favorite horror movie. Holy shit, that's a hard question. There's so many different reasons. Okay, if I'm going classic ones, Hamilfett says The Exorcist. That's a dope show. I'm super behind on so much shit, and I just found out they did do a season 2 of The Exorcist, which I'm fucking super stoked about. I definitely am gonna watch that. The movie was pretty cool. It honestly didn't scare me at all when I was younger, though. Maybe because people kind of built it up. Hey, focus. Thank you. I feel like maybe people built it up. It wasn't as scary to me by the time I had seen it. Man. Okay, so if I'm going for more classic choices, I'm going to go with Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. That was a fucking great movie. Great concept. That scene where Freddy peels his scalp back and you see his brain. The improvised line that is one of the fucking best Freddy Krueger moments ever. He has the fire behind him at the pool party scene. Fire just fucking coming from behind him, and he just looks at all the kids with his glove on, says, "You're all my children now." Robert Englund improvised that line in that moment, and they kept it, you know what I mean? Like, I just and also I bought that movie on VHS when I was a kid. That was like the first like horror movie that I bought on my own. I can't believe I was allowed to buy that. You have the body and I have the brain. Hamilfett with the fucking quote. Yes, that's exactly when it happens, because Jesse is like basically pinned on the side of the staircase. Freddy tells him, "You have the body, I have the brain." Takes his hat off and fucking peels his scalp back. You're damn right, Hamilfett. Man. So for classic choices, definitely Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. For newer movies, though, man, the Conjuring movies were good. I loved, hold on, Insidious. Man, Insidious was fucking great. Like, the first one scared the shit out of me. It was so different and everything. And it's just, man, I still jump when I watch it. And honestly, Insidious 2, the way it like tied in perfectly to the first one with like the door flying open and everything, all the shit that happened in the house, the way they tied it, I loved those ones for newer ones. Okay, the first VHS movie, I loved it. The second and third, it was whatever. But the first VHS, that's a great one. I love that one. Okay, so the remake of Texas Chainsaw, the one that has Jessica Biel and the one guy, the blonde kid from Grind. I loved that remake. That was a good one. Jeepers Creepers, man. I got too many I got too many like favorite horror movies. I can't just pick one. Hey, focus, you bish. Thank you. Yeah, I can't think of just one specific one. Jeepers Creepers was great. Third one, missed the mark a little bit. Yeah, oh shit. You know what's a slept on movie? Eddie Murphy, A Vampire in Brooklyn. That's a super slept on movie. Eddie Murphy as a vampire. Fire. Dwayne Wayne from A Different World. I Am Cam Speech. Old Self asked, what would your favorite sci-fi/horror monster be? King Kong, Godzilla, etc. Man, I love this question. Okay, so for those that don't know, those kind of movies like Mothra, King Kong, Mechagodzilla, fucking all that, you know what I mean? King Hydra. All of those movies are like come basically from Japan, and they're considered kaiju movies. Because kaiju is Japanese for strange beast. That's why in Pacific Rim, those monsters are called kaijus. That's actually my dog's name, Kaiju, because I'm huge fan of those movies. Man, my favorite that's a great one. You know, it catches some hate, but I loved the 98 Godzilla. Matthew Broderick one. I loved that one. And I loved the newer one that came out. Man, yeah. I hate to go... Oh, man. The monsters from Cloverfield are fucking fire, though. The monsters from Cloverfield are pretty sweet. Man, now that I'm thinking about them, I can think about a lot of different, like, good creatures. The ones from The Mist are really great. Now ones just leave my head that I can't think of. Oh, the worms from Tremors. Come on now. Man, I can... Oh, digging up the marrow. Those creatures are pretty fucking cool. We're live. We're good. Fuck you, YouTube. You bish. I don't know where we stopped. It was probably a digging up the marrow. Okay, so digging up the marrow. Those creatures are really good. Fucking great movie. Shouts to little Jenny Wren for that recommendation. What other ones? Man, okay, so if I had to like really pick one, I have to go with the classics. It'd probably be Godzilla or King Kong. Honestly, I always loved gorillas, so, you know. And Godzilla, it's just that's the classic one, you know what I mean? I even watched the animated movie on Netflix. That's such a good one. I loved it. And even honestly for the newer Godzilla and the like King Kong, the way that they're working it into each other, like they're kind of doing in a way like the Marvel, not like the Marvel formula like to a T, but it's, you know, they started with Godzilla and they let you know other creatures existed. And then in King Kong, they dropped other like little Easter eggs, kind of like a little bit in the movie, but also like at the end, because like there's a great scene. And man, we get confirmation that Mothra exists in this world and everything. So I'm super excited to see like how these newer kaiju movies are done, to be honest. And also I'm excited for Pacific Rim 2. Cam Speech from Old Self. Kaiju movies are my shit, and I love your dog's name. Appreciate that, my dude. And I love kaiju movies. Hamilfet, The People Under the Stairs. Oh, such a good movie. That one, man, that movie fucked me up a little bit as a kid. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. Yeah. Which, actually, when I was in grade 10, I had a teacher that was missing like half of his, like the front half of his tongue, and all I could think was the kid was from People Under the Stairs. So, and I may have gotten in trouble one day asking him if he's ever seen that movie. So, yup. Yeah. Oh man, this is a great episode. Got to talk about movies, like from beginning to end. My favorite movie, monsters and creatures. God damn. Love it. Absolutely love it. I'm a huge movie nerd. You know what I mean? Like, I could talk about all types of different movies fucking all day. You know what I mean? Oh! One that I totally forgot. The Sentinels from the Matrix. Because we said sci-fi creatures and everything. The Sentinels from the Matrix are fucking, those are so cool. Those are super dope. Yeah. I have to throw those in there, folks. I have to. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're all good now for the life lessons. Bam. Man, this was a really good one. Shouts to y'all hooligans. Shouts to y'all. Hamilfet, Cam Speech, and Old Self. Thank you for tuning in, good folks. Thank you for the topics. You know what I mean? Thanks for the discussions. I love it. Honestly, I love these type of episodes where it's like people, like we're bouncing things off of each other. Topics are coming in like as we're doing the episode. Like I love that shit. And I couldn't do any of that without you folks. So again, like thank you. I appreciate it. Like spending this time, like the topics, everything. It really does mean the world to me. It truly does. Again, we like just passed the 3-year mark of like doing this YouTube stuff. So the fact that it's been this long is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Oh man, Cam Speech is another one that's been around since the beginning. Like again, like I said, he did the original intro for the life lessons and everything. So, god damn. It's crazy. Okay, I'm out of here. If you want to support the channel, patreon.com/churchofjuvy. There's 2 videos right now for the $5 patrons. Go hit that up. Also, tpublic.com/user/JuvyThaKid. All the sales from that right now are going to the new camera fund. So, bam, hit that up. Link in the description, good folks. Oh, goodness. I love y'all, hooligans. Thank y'all for the episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. Mucho love to you, beautiful faces. My quiet kids, my freaks, my weirdos. For the love of everybody, keep being weird. Let's do the song. We all know it by now. Awkward outro. Awkward outro, hitting the buttons, stopping my stream now, yeah.